All right, so I'm gonna start doing the questions. Why do people still look the same after years in the gym? This is an important question because there's a lot of people that, bro, they're even use steroids, bro, and like they still look like crap, honestly, bro. It's so impressive how they make no progress. They're still weak, looking like trash, fat or skinny, making no progress, bro. So a lot of people wonder, why is this? Why is this happening? You know, see what you're putting in your body and how are you going into the gym. There's so many people in the gym, bro, that literally once it starts hurting, they stop. In life, when it starts hurting, that's when you start learning. Same thing in the gym, bro. Once it starts hurting, that's when you should keep going. That's when you should start counting. Not in the first rep, bro. When it starts hurting, that means growth is happening in there, bro. But you keep thinking that's not the way, and that's why you're still stuck. Number 2, what's the number one thing that kills your progress faster than bad genetics? What's the number one thing? Inconsistent work. If you want to grow your body, if you want to grow your lifestyle, your mindset, there has to be a certain amount of consistency that you're putting into your life. There's nothing that's going to be given to you. There's always things that you have to earn. How do you earn them? Consistent work, showing up day in, day out without expecting a result the next day, knowing that the result's going to be there because you deserve it. You're deserving of everything. You're divinely created, yes, but you still have to put the work. Show up every single day and you'll see how you gain luck. A lot of people think luck is something that you get out of nowhere, and it might be that definition of it, right? But you're more lucky the more times you show up. You're able to be more lucky every time you show up to the gym. You're able to be more lucky every time you show up to work. Every time you read a book, you get luckier and opportunities in life. Why is discipline more important than motivation in fitness? Motivation has a limit. Like, its duration is about 1 to 3 days maximum, and then you fall off. Give me 1 second. Motivation has a limit, bro. 1 to 3 days, and then you're off. So that's why discipline comes in handy. There's nothing more important than having discipline in your lifestyle. Anything that you're doing, bro, you should pull the emotions aside for a second and realize, okay, is this gonna help me? Is this gonna hurt me? Once you know that this is either gonna hurt you or help you, then you go from it. If it's gonna help you, stop feeling sorry about yourself and put the work in. That's what is called discipline, because you know damn well that you're gonna get the results later on in life. So keep putting in that work. Now, if you're running out of motivation, the first day you're gonna do great. You're gonna go there, go to sleep, wake up early, hit the workouts, hit everything that you have to do. But what happens on the 4th day? You're not gonna wake up, you're not gonna keep going. Why? Because you're feeling a certain way. And that's what motivation is, feelings. Motivation equals feelings, discipline equals work. That's what it is. Now, number 4, what's the real reason most people quit working out? I've seen this a lot of times, and I believe that one of the keys that people stop working out is because, like, question number 1, they don't see results. Once you don't see results, you quit. And this is happening in your life too. Gym relates so much in your lifestyle, bro, honestly. If you're one of the people, bro, that goes to the gym and don't see results and then quit, I promise you, you have a mediocre physique. So in life, if you do that in the gym, like how you do anything is how you do everything. So in life, I know you're quitting too whenever something gets hard, bro. So gotta understand that, of course, you're not gonna see quick results, and that's the main thing. People quit. They expect to go there, do a curl, and be big as hell. They expected to do a squat and have legs of steel. You know what I'm saying? But that's not gonna happen. And once they realize that's not happening, bro, they quit. Same in life. When they realize they didn't become a millionaire in a week, they quit. Bro, understand that you have to show up and then you get the results, bro. Consistently. Yeah, number 5, how do you stay consistent when life gets busy? Do you want it or not? That's my answer, bro. Do you want to be successful or do you want to stay a bitch? I tell that to everybody. Do you really want to succeed? Yes. Gotta put the work. Life get busy? Oh well, get over it. Let's get to work. You know what I'm saying? Life gets overwhelming? Okay, it's overwhelming. All right, 2 things you can do. Sit there and complain about how overwhelming and hard your life is, or the time that you're sitting there that you could be doing into something else, you know? If you're there 30 minutes crying about how hard your life is, those 30 minutes you could have used it into working out, learning something new, learning a skill, getting money, getting rich, getting sexy, getting famous, whatever you want to do. That's all I am. Next thing, bro. Why do beginners waste so much time in the gym? Clearly because they don't know what they're doing, bro. And that's one of the main reasons you should get with someone that knows how to help you, with someone that been through the workouts, that been through the years of training, that been through knowing how exactly to move to get the best physique you could achieve, and learn from them. A lot of people are so tied into the lonely wolf mindset, bro. Oh, it's only me and I'm gonna get to success by myself, no help, no nothing. Guess where they at? Broke, unhealthy, unathletic, out of shape, with a mediocre life. I promise you. Prove me wrong if you want, but you can't. But what happens with somebody that grows mentally and understands that everybody needs a mentor, everybody needs a coach, everybody needs somebody, bro, that is gonna push you to your limits, is gonna show you exactly how to get to point A to point B. Why do beginners waste so much time in the gym? They don't know how to start, they don't know what to do. If you're a beginner, I recommend you so much. DM me the word coach, and we're gonna get you the best physique you never thought you could have. Number 7, what's the secret to getting in shape without counting every calorie? Working hard. I might just leave it like that. Working hard, because a lot of people think, and listen, give me 1 second. The harder you go in the gym, the little less you have to worry about in the calorie side. You know what I'm saying? If the equation goes like this: the more calories you consume and the less calories you burn, or the less calories that go out, the more weight you're going to gain. Now, I know there's 0.0001% of people that, they have to work a little harder. But you can't blame it to that, bro. At the end of the day, everybody falls in the same equation. Calories in, calories out, you lose or you gain weight. You know what I'm saying? So go hard in the gym. Don't be resting too much. Don't be talking too much. Hit the gym. Go hard. Go do your cardio. Go do whatever you have to do. And then you can not count every calorie, bro. Why do people gain all the weight back after a diet? Bro, this is big right here. This is big. Why do people gain a lot of weight or all the weight back after a diet? This deserves a sip out of my Versace cup coffee. Why? They do not change their identity. They're only there working hard when they're in a diet. So they put a goal. Oh, I'm gonna drop 30 pounds, and I give myself 4 months. Okay, cool. You might be working hard those 4 months, but you don't focus on building a new identity. That's why you fall back into the old one. There's always gonna be a clash between your old and new identity, bro. Who you used to be, you don't want to be the same person. You want to build a new identity, bro. So you're working hard to get in this new identity, but bro, your body wants to save energy. The only thing it wants to do is protect you and save energy for in case somebody wants to kill you, you have to do whatever to defend yourself. That's what your body wants, bro. Be as lazy as you can, but saves energy. You know what I'm saying? So you would always try to go back to default. Whatever makes it feel more comfortable, it will stay there. So you gotta pick up on that, bro. Change your identity. Focus on changing your habits, your identity, your thoughts, which build your habits, and get every result that you want, bro. It all starts right here. So focus on changing that identity. Describe who your new identity is, and then focus on following it step by step. And you'll see how after your diet, you're killing it, bro. It don't matter. You'll never go back to be out of shape. What separates the guy who transformed in 1 year from the guy who looks the same? Big thing, yeah, could be genetics. Which it has a lot to do with genetics. Will actually show how crazy the transformation is, right? But consistency, man. Going back to motivation and consistency. The one who shows up every single day will have always a better transformation than the one that shows up whenever he feels like it. Let me repeat it. The one who shows up every single day will always have a better transformation than the one who shows up whenever he feels like it. So if you identify with the one that's showing up to the gym, whenever you feel like going, don't be complaining about your results. You need to change. You need to start noticing. First of all, find your why. Why do you want to change? That they're calling you fatty boy in school? Are they flipping your man boobs, telling you fat? Are they laughing at you for when you go for a run, you're all jiggling, bro? You look like you're melting. Are they calling you skinny? Are they measuring your wrist? Are they making fun of you because you're like a twink? Fuel your reason why with the negative things that people tell you, you know what I'm saying? And who you want to become. can also be your reason why. Do you want to feel better about yourself? Okay, that's my reason why. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it goes back to whoever shows up every day will gain the best transformation. Number 10, and this is the last one, negative self-talk. Negative self-talk will keep you from becoming your best version, because yes, you want that outcome. Let's say I wanted to look great, but I would look at myself in the mirror and call myself a fatty. I will look at myself in the mirror and say, why did you eat that? Why did you do this? Why did you do that? Look at you, you look like crap again because this and that. Filling me in with negativity. So why was I attaching the emotion of negativity, bro? I was attaching it to working out and to looking at myself, bro. You know what I'm saying? So every time I would go to the gym, I was like, bro, like I don't want to do this. How do I hate it? I just know I'm gonna look like crap because I this and that. You know what I'm saying? So what happened? I kind of fell back into stop going to the gym a little bit. I fell back on my mindset. I wasn't growing every day, mentally and physically. But what made me stronger? Realizing that whatever I was focusing on, that was whatever I was gonna attract. Where my thoughts were, that's whatever I was gonna get. Where attention goes, energy flows. You know what I'm saying? So once I start focusing on the good things about my lifestyle, the good things about my body, the good things that I have, the strengths that I have, I will acknowledge my weaknesses as a key point to grow, but I will not just talk about them. I will not just focus on weaknesses. I will focus on my strengths, but also I'll be like, okay, I acknowledge this weakness. I need to work a little bit more in here. Cool, let me do it. You know what I'm saying? I keep doing it. Guess what happens? Transformation, looking sexy, looking rich, getting crazy results, because I stopped the negative self-talk. Thank you for joining me in these 10 questions, bro. If this helped you, drop a like. But yeah, this is fitness. Let's do it.